can live with that. I can live with that.
Well, basically what he means is nobody calling up to say bad things about him. Anybody who was praising him, he'd let through.
No, what I'll do is before I take calls, I would hang up on him and say, okay, now you don't have to be on the air, and now we're going to take phone calls. Okay, that I can live with.
All right.
3, no 9 times table questions or no 9 times table or math questions for that matter.
All right.
Okay, I can live with that, right?
That's an old bit. We've run that.
All right.
I would retire for the day.
Right. For the day, I'd be willing to do that. 4, they have to agree that this is the end of my time on their show and stop talking about me from now to the end of the show.
What do you mean?
Oh, in other words, so when he hangs up...
We can't talk about him tomorrow or the next day?
I thought he meant from now till the show ends forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's ridiculous. I can't control that. 5, they need to agree to give me money for being a part of all this. No, because first of all, that's called... Now you've pissed me off.
Yeah.
That's called blackmail. When you agree to do something... And you know what? I'll make it so you get opportunities, and I'll show my appreciation in many ways for being a part of the show and being a good sport. But don't threaten me with give me money or else. And I could easily make that happen, but you should have said that ahead of time, that you demand money for it.
But, you know, this whole, I mean, how many TV shows, how many access to things that he really loved doing, the Bunny Ranch visits,
he's ungrateful. He's ungrateful. Eric's just being a Class A. You don't do that.
I have never wanted to take him and shake him before. Now I can see myself dragging him out of that wheelchair and just shaking him.
The 6th and final will be that they tell me what the latest offer for an acting gig is. Yes, I absolutely would have guessed.
But we won't help you get it.
Well, I will absolutely tell you that because I'm a man of my word, and I told you I would. See, I have no problem keeping my word. That's why I made my argument that I could be Green Lantern, because I am honest to a fault. If I tell you I'll do something, I'll do it.
Yes, but you're not. You would have to say, I will not be a superhero in every...
Well, that's a different discussion. We know I'm not Green Lantern.
If it means my life, I'm not going.
Right. I'm not a hero. So, Eric, there's a bunch of these demands I could give into, but... 2 of them I cannot. 2 are non-negotiable. No, you don't ask for money afterwards. That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, just call him up and say there is no money in it, and we'll continue to talk about him after he's gone, whenever we want.
Right. That's it. But I would comply with the other rules. I'd be willing to do that.
Yeah,
but time is running out.
I hope this was a negotiation, not an ultimatum.
Right. But, Eric, if you're listening... we're going to do this bit in about a half hour, so that's about as much time as I can give you on this.
And just realize, Eric, if you don't do this today, you'll still have to wait for your results.
Right. That's right.
So if they've been driving you crazy, it'll continue.
Eric, I've received your letter. I would like you to be a part of the IQ test results today. I think it would be the honorable thing to do because you agreed to do it. Your demands, there's 2 I won't agree to. Here's what I see. I'll tell you what. Let me get the list of demands here. Okay, final appearance, get my results under the following terms. Okay, 1, during the call, no one call me Eric the Midget. Okay, I can do that. Okay?
All right.
No. We have to call you Eric the Actor. All right. 2, no one on the line can get on the air while you're on the air. Okay. So while we do the results, I won't put anyone on. I'll hang up on you at some point, and then we'll take phone calls. I'll agree to that. It's a little difficult, but I'll agree to it. 3, no 9 times table, no math whatsoever while you're on. Agreed. I can do that. The 4th one I can't agree to. They have to agree that this is the end of my time on their show and stop talking about me from now to the end of the show. I don't know what that means. I mean, there's no way I can't guarantee that. People are going to call in and talk about you after we do the IQ test. Of course they are, but you don't have to be on the phone for that.
From now till December 16th, the end of the show.
No, I can't agree to that. I can't. I mean, and not only that, I think that this is a little bit obnoxious because, you know, you agreed to do the IQ test. We went to the trouble to do it.
And there weren't any of these conditions. We didn't have to do, you know.
Hey, hi, it's me, Ross Matthews. I cannot believe I'm on Howard TV. I cannot believe I'm on Howard TV. I watch every day, every week. I'm going to be watching myself on repeat. I'm here in the Howard 100, 101 Compound, to promote my book, Man Up. It's really good. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Chelsea Handler wrote the afterword, Gwyneth wrote the foreword. So I'm doing that. I have my talk show coming out in the fall, but honestly, I don't give a shit about me. I am so excited. Ronnie met me at the front door. He was very professional. Gary came and talked to me. Now I'm talking to you. And I'm gonna go talk to Howard in just 1 second. Oh, it's like, could be the best day of my life.
You're a true super fan.
Beyond super fan. I want to meet Richard and Sal. I've never met them before.
Really?
Really?
Most people run from them. You're ready to embrace.
Oh no! I want to if they wanted to go grab some brunch right after the show, I would take them out. My treat.
You're down.
Yeah, I'm more than down. I'm laying flat. I'm in. And who else do I want? I know I've met Lisa G before.
Right.
I was in Miami once and met Hypish Mike Morales. Who else do I want to meet that's here? John Lieberman. If I met John Lieberman, I'd be dead at 5.
Really?
Yes. I want to meet John Lieberman.
This is a first. I mean, most people shy away from some of the staff here. I like this.
I want to know everyone.
I like your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the studio.
Okay, great.
I would say have fun, but I know you're going to.
You know, I was on once before with Howard, and it went great, but you still get nervous. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a super fan, because it's like crawling inside.
You're going into the lion's
I'm
den.
going, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'll be good.
All right, we'll see you inside.
Okay.
Howard, just a couple of things I got from Ross in the green room.
Yeah.
He's a huge super fan, watches Howard TV. He goes, listen, I don't care. He goes, but I'm not really, he goes, I don't care what Howard calls me, but I'm trying to move away from Ross the intern to be Ross Matthews.
He's like Steve.
And the thing about, he's got a talk show that's starting in September. Half-hour talk show on E.
Right.
And the only reason with the high-pitched Mike thing why I wanted Will to show you was that Mike was saying he hung out with him in the night and they were up in his penthouse at some hotel. And Mike's angle was sort of like, where is he getting all this money? Like he stays in, like he said he had the whole floor of this hotel.
Hey, Ross, first of all, Ross Matthews is here. He doesn't want to be called Ross the intern anymore. I didn't know that.
I see.
He's got a new book out called Man Up.
Funny.
Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence. Do you guys mean confidence?
I think we spelled it right on the book cover.
No, look, it says confidence.
On your screen. Hi.
Wait, let me see something.
Here, look. On the book, it's spelled
My
right.
fucking staff is a bunch of idiots.
Hi, guys. Hi,
You know what they wrote here?
Hi, Fred.
Listen to this. My staff writes, Ross Matthews' book, Man Up, Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence.
I think Sal wrote that, right?
Yeah, it must be Sal. You know, the last time we had you on, Ross,
Yes.
we got more people, because of your unusual voice,
Yeah.
people were like, hey, who's that chick who's on?
She sounds hot.
Yeah.
Do you think people jerked it to me?
Yeah.
Hey, out there.
Chelsea Handler says in the foreword to your book that you are a straight-up virgin, that you have a boyfriend of 4 years, you guys blow each other.
No. She said when she met me almost 10 years ago, I was a straight-up virgin then.
Meaning you never had sex with a guy?
Yeah, like
or
in the
a
whole...
girl?
I had, and I write in detail in the book about my sexual sort of conquest with women.
Yeah,
that didn't go so well.
Young. That happened young.
High school.
Was it high school? Now, when did you first have sex with a woman? By sex, I mean kiss. You described kissing and stuff.
Yeah, and finger banging, which
Right.
is like so violating, like sticking a finger in someone. That's
Well, I mean, it's fine if she's into it.
It's not my cup of tea.
You described that when you were young, women really dug you. Like,
Yeah,
before you realized yourself you were gay.
Yeah, I just never thought about it. But in high school, I had so many girlfriends, and on 90210 they were doing it. So I was like, I
what'd
could
you do?
kiss
You
a girl.
made out?
Made out a little bit, and then eventually, when I got serious with my high school girlfriend, I ate her out.
You did, and that was it. When you tasted pussy,
Yeah.
it was over.
You know, it wasn't even the taste; it was just the visual of it. It's
Right.
just not.
That's when you knew you were gay.
It was like a ding dong.
Yeah, but you say you knew you were gay when you were singing Barbra Streisand in the shower.
Did you really go through the book?
Yes.
I cannot picture Howard's. I can't believe
Why?
you held my book. I guess it blows my mind that you would go through my book. That is like the biggest honor.
Well, you described that I'm one of your big influences. You described that Kathy Lee Gifford is a big influence, and two other people you said.
I say
Jay
Oprah
Leno.
and Jay Leno. So yeah, I mean, one of the things is not like the other. I mean, I know they're not your favorite people, but you are. I've listened for so long, and I watch Howard TV every day with my partner Salvador, who's listening live right now.
So, what is your sex life like with Salvador?
It's good.
But there's no anal?
No. No, there is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
So Chelsea Handler is wrong.
No, she writes, when she met me 10 years ago, I had never had penetration. And so what she writes in the afterword is that she had to give me the confidence to be able to take my clothes off around
Because you
people.
were heavy.
I was heavier. I'm like a big gay clown. You know, there's nothing really, look at me, Howard. There's nothing sexy about me. You know, it's not like...
You lost weight. You became a spokesperson for Weight Watchers,
Jenny
right?
Craig.
Jenny Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still a spokesperson for Jenny Craig?
No, that ran its course.
That's a lot of do-re-mi, isn't it?
You know what? Yeah, it was pretty good. It was good.
Isn't it the best thing to be paid to lose weight?
You know, there was a lot of pressure for me, and I felt like I couldn't keep it up. My body can't be my job. I can't guarantee in a year that I won't shift my priorities and be able to keep weight. It's hard, and I felt like this is not my job. My job is to be funny and entertain people, and my body can't be my job.
So Chelsea Handler gave you the confidence to say, even though you're heavy, you're all right to take your clothes off in front of your boyfriend.
Yeah, no one else. No one else gets to know. No.
Do you ever get in a bathing suit?
Yeah, with him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, when you go on vacation, do you
Yeah.
ever get into a thong? And
Not a thong. We have a house in Palm Springs, and I go in the pool. But I make sure the gate is locked. No neighbors are dropping by.
Yeah, gay or straight, I lock the gate, too. I don't want anybody seeing me.
You're not going to be on Splash?
No, but, you know, no, there was interest there, and I was like, get fucked. I'm not taking my shirt off.
Have you ever seriously tried to get super ripped and in shape? Like Perez Hilton just got in shape.
Yeah, he looks great. I just don't think that's possible for me. Can you imagine with this voice, if I just, do you want to see my body?
When you were young and you were banging these, finger banging these chicks and stuff.
And it didn't happen a lot. It was like a...
Was your voice like this, or were you putting on an affect to sound more manly and fit in?
No, this is just always it. You know, I write a whole chapter in the book about the voice. You know, there was a certain point where I say, TikTok puberty's not coming.
Right.
So I love it. And I had to just love it.
This was always your voice. This was always your manner of speech.
I sounded the same at 5 years old.
And these girls didn't know you were gay?
You know, it was a different time, Howard. You know, it was before Will and Grace, before Queer Eye. Nobody really knew. And
People didn't know gay people?
No, we did. But I mean, like, it wasn't really an option. I didn't know what it was. It meant to be a grown-up, successful, happy gay person. I didn't see that, you know?
No.
So it's not like I could identify with that at 14. I just kind of felt different.
You know, there's a lot to this book. Ross Matthews, I didn't know you don't want to be Ross the intern anymore.
Well, it's not that I don't want to be. I love it. Just they haven't called me that in 4 years, and I kind of feel, you know, I'm 33. I'm the Beeve, you know, at a certain point. I'm getting my own talk show in the fall on E, and
now Chelsea Handler got that for you?
She produced it. We created it together, and then with her team, and then.
Is it going to be every night?
It starts weekly.
Weekly, once a week. Now Chelsea put Whitney Cummings on once a week. And it almost wasn't enough. Like, when you're on once a week, it's really hard to catch on. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm worried about that, but this show that I'm creating is, I think there's so many shows that look at pop culture and tear it down and say, isn't that stupid, isn't that stupid? I love this stuff. I've loved this since I was a kid.
You love gossip, you love pop culture.
I love all of it. Yeah,
I love it too.
And I want to create a place that says, you love it, I love it, let's talk about it. So when I have Gwyneth Paltrow on as a guest, I'll interview her. In the next segment, I'm going to be in the audience, like Oprah did back in the day.
Right.
And the audience can ask her questions. We'll Google chat and Skype people in, and so people in Nebraska or wherever.
So it'll be like a big town hall.
Exactly.
And the soup, for example, I was just watching that last night because I got up at 2 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. The soup was on. They tear down pop culture, right?
They do.
That's their
and it's
thing.
funny, and
Right.
I don't want that to go away. I watch that. I think it's hilarious. Chelsea, you know, we do that on Chelsea's show. But if you watch on Chelsea's show, I come at it from a different point of view. I'm always, if Britney does something stupid, I'm disappointed in her. You know,
Right.
It's not that she's a dumb, stupid bitch. She's better than this. You know,
you love gossip. You love that kind of thing. Now you became I read in the book, you became best friends with Gwyneth Paltrow because you were doing your gig on the Tonight Show. You were on the red carpet, and Gwyneth Paltrow's on the red carpet, and you strike up a friendship with her.
Yeah. I said, will you be my best friend? And she said yes.
And you really became her best friend.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Fucking amazing.
And she emailed me the next day. I mean, I was in college, in my dorm room.
Yeah.
I pressed refresh, and there's an email from Gwyneth.
Wow.
It just was... that's why I wrote a book, because there's so many crazy, ridiculous things.
But it was weird. Like not only, I mean, like, it wasn't like she just said, I'll become your best friend. She said, like, Hey, let's hang out. And you went to her house and hung out with her and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of strange?
Yeah.
And what do you do at Gwyneth Paltrow's house when she invites you? Like, where did you go? You went straight to her home after she emailed you?
No. So we emailed for like 6 months, and then I was kind of like, is someone playing a joke on, you know?
Right. Is someone pretending to be Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah, like,
right.
Because that would be the meanest thing to do to like this like stupid intern. So like it'd be a pretty great joke actually.
Right.
So I said, well, I like called her bluff. You know, it was my first internet date, my only internet date. I was like, let's go to lunch. And so I go up to, we went to the Ivy, and I didn't pick it. I didn't know what the Ivy was, but it's a big, like, fancy celeb thing.
That's where celebs go to eat.
And get their picture taken.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked up and I said, it's the reservation's under Gwyneth Paltrow, and he said, she'll be here in a minute. And I was like, this person's good.
Right.
They did their homework.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like standing there thinking, and I see Gwyneth Paltrow. What? And I think, holy fuck, there's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is that somebody who you worshipped? Was that somebody who you...
Oh, when Brad Pitt thanked her at the Golden Globes, when he won for 12 Monkeys, supporting actor, he thanked Gwyneth Paltrow, and that's the first time I saw her. And I said, who is that? That's my type.
You loved her.
I loved her.
Gay men love beautiful women.
I want to French braid her hair. I want to like get in there and just play with it.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Gay men love to be friends with gorgeous women.
Yeah, we do.
Why? It's not that you fantasize being her life. You just appreciate her beauty?
Yeah, but it's not so much gorgeous. Like, I love a BBW. I worked at Lane Bryant. I love a big-boned, thick, hearty Midwesterner gal. I like that, too.
You got fired from Lane Bryant.
I think it was.
Because you stole. He stole.
What did he steal from Lane Bryant?
You're ruining it. I can't believe you
what do you
know
mean I'm
this.
ruining it?
You
wrote that in your book.
I know, but I wrote it in a room, and now it's going out. I can't believe you know that.
Lane Bryant is a store for heavy-set gals.
Yeah.
And you worked there, and they fired you because you stole what?
Well, I had this new...
Giant panties? I mean, what would you steal?
I know, and it's so pathetic that I had to put it in the book. It's just so mortifying. So I had this new manager come in. She was trouble. This new manager. She smoked. You know, she swore. And so she was like really badass. And one day she just started putting stuff in a bag and walked out and was like, fuck the corporate man. And I was like, yeah, fuck the corporate man.
Right.
So she was like, you should take something. I'm like, well, this is a store for plus size women. I don't know if they're... She says, well, there was those pajama bottoms you liked. I'm like, I did like those pajama bottoms. They were like a charcoal. That's pretty manly.
You liked a woman's pajamas.
Listen, the saddest part is they fit perfectly. So I thought, hey, so I put it in my bag one day. I was like, she can do it, I can do it.
Sure.
Walked out, and the next morning I got a call. Can you come in? I was like, great. I got free pajama bottoms and another shift. So I walked in, and there was like a bald guy waiting for me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, they said we caught you on what, camera?
What would you say if we said we had footage of you walking out of here? Oh my God. I squealed like a pig.
So that was on your permanent record?
They didn't call the police or anything. I just had to bring the pajama pants back. But they took away, like, I had at that point, like, reached a level of seniority. I had, like, the keychain around my wrist.
But did you say to them, hey, that woman stole stuff, too?
I didn't squeal, but I know that she got fired.
She did, too.
I think
she got caught.
They pressed charges. I think they had, like, they were building a case.
Well, she was stealing, like, bags and bags
on
of
a
shit.
Regular basis.
I got sucked in. It's like when you drive behind a semi and it just sucks you in.
So get back to Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
In your book. Ross Matthews has written a book called Man Up, Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence.
And you know, Howard, I'm so proud of it. It's really, really funny, this book, and there's stories like that, but there's a thread throughout that, you know, I define man up, really. You were talking about my voice and everything. I define man up as you are what you are, what you are. You got to love what makes you different and celebrate it. If you spend time hating what makes you different, and this is not just a gay story.
Right.
It's whatever. Your hair color, your skin, your nose, bad teeth, you know? You will just waste so much time. Use it to make you stand out, and things open up for you.
Did you ever think you wanted to become a woman?
No. No.
Because of your voice.
No.
Did people ever say to you, oh, you must be transgender?
People say that online a lot, that like I'm a post-op or a pre-op, and I have plenty of trans friends. Listen, I'm so okay with myself that if I were trans, I would embrace it.
Do you have big balls?
You know, no one wants to hear about it, but I'm fine. I'm good.
You have big balls?
Yeah, it's like all good.
Because people assume your voice is in a high register if you're like, who's got tiny balls.
No.
But you have big balls.
Wow.
And big, thick penis. I understand.
You've heard.
People tell me.
No,
it's good. It is? You have a big penis.
Not like huge. I'm fine.
6 inches?
No, yeah, right there. Right? Good.
Fabulous.
Nobody wants to hear about my penis. Nobody.
I've heard 7 inches.
You heard that?
You know, you must
let's go with that.
You must have a lot of money, and I'll tell you why. There's a guy who works on my staff. He partied with you in Miami or something one night.
Mike, yeah, I ran into him.
Yeah, high pitch.
And I freaked out because, I listen to the show and I love it. And I knew exactly who he was.
He said you had the entire penthouse floor of this hotel in Miami. It was you and a bunch of dudes all hanging out.
I knew you were going to bring this up. This is not the case. That sounds so like...
He said you had the whole floor. I mean, that's a very expensive proposition to take out a whole floor.
Listen, I don't splurge very much. I come from a really, really... a farm town. My dad was a mechanic. My mom just retired.
Okay.
I don't spend a lot of money.
Right.
But I've been working for 12 years, and in entertainment business. And I started living in like a 2-bedroom cockroach-infested shithole apartment when I was on Leno, making $300 once a month. I mean, nothing.
Right.
I remember one time when I first started on Leno, and it's not that they didn't pay me, I just didn't know to ask.
Right.
When I first started, I was like, I got to get a job. So I went to Starbucks. I brought a resume in to apply at Starbucks. And they go, I love you on the Tonight Show. When I was like, fuck me, I can't. What am I going to do?
Yeah. How do you work at Starbucks if you're on the Tonight Show?
Exactly. So I was like, back to the drawing board. So I've saved a lot of money. I'm really proud of myself. Are
you a millionaire?
I think if you add things together, we're close to that. Yeah, I just bought a house, and that's the big level, and then we have that little house in Palm Springs, and I just sold my house and made a lot of money.
Where do you make the bulk of your money? Stand up?
I don't do stand-up. I have like a big overall deal at E.
Right.
The talk show, if all goes well, I'll be good there.
Right.
The book, if the book does well, I'll do well.
Did you get an advance for the book?
I did, but I took a smaller advance, so if it does well, I do well. I believe in it.
You should have taken the bigger advance.
No, I got a really good deal. Chelsea Handler published it.
Oh.
And I'll talk to you. She built it.
She's like a mogul.
She is.
What does she do? She sees somebody who's got some talent, and then she gives them a show.
She really, not a lot of comics do that. I've been very lucky. Jay Leno has done that for me, where he said, come on my show.
Right.
There you go. Take 7 minutes and run with it.
Right.
And Chelsea, saw me and saw that I was becoming very popular in her show.
Right.
And said, I think you're funny. Let's do something with you. And she lets me guest host her show when she's not there. When's the last time a late night hosted that?
That's very generous of her, actually.
I'm so fortunate. I love her.
Do you hang out with her?
Yeah.
What do you do for fun with her? And then we'll get back to what you do with Gwyneth Paltrow when you're hanging out with her.
My beautiful, I'm like in a blonde, beautiful sandwich.
Right, yeah. So what do you do with Chelsea Handler? Where do you go?
We don't like slumber party all the time, but I mean, like if we see her, it's like dinners. We were just in New York together for the upfronts for Easter. We went to a nice dinner and then went and like tons of celebrity, like really good. Right. So, like I was dying. It was really good.
So you're a guy who hangs out a lot. That's how you kind of get around and get to you network. You network.
I never network. I live on the east side of LA. I don't go to Hollywood shindig parties. My partner and I watch Howard TV. I drink a Pinot Grigio, and I'm in bed by 10 o'clock.
Perfect.
I don't like all that stuff.
Are you going to get married to this partner?
Salvador, yeah, we are going to get married. We're not engaged or anything. I'm not going to do it till I don't want to willy-nilly. I'm very traditional. We want kids. I'm not going to do it till I can get married, and I am not going to do a fake marriage. Like get married, but it's not real. It's got to be real in
California. They're confused out there.
It's not legal yet.
You'd think California would be the place where there would be gay marriage.
Well, there was for 4 months or so, and they took it away. But I really believe Supreme Court is going to do something right. Maybe they won't. They probably won't make it federally, but I think they'll overturn.
What does Salvador do?
Salvador's a wardrobe stylist.
I see. So you got this life together, but you won't get married here in New York because you want to get married in California.
That's where I live.
I see.
And I don't want to get married here and then go to my state and have my state think of me as a second-class citizen. I just don't like that.
You and Salvador never orgy at all?
No.
Never bring another guy into the bedroom?
No, we are so, boring. No. We like trivia in Palm Springs with senior citizens.
I see you as a power bottom. Am I right?
No.
You're not?
Power
no.
bottom.
Everybody
You're a power bottom, Robin. I see you as a power bottom, too.
Hi, Robin, by the way. Yeah. Hi, I love you. No.
You're not a power bottom?
Everybody thinks, because of the voice. The voice is the most
it's
feminine.
Throwing me off.
I know.
So are you a top?
Are you a power top?
Not like I don't like give it. I like, oh, come here, I gotta give it to you. Anyone aroused? Anyone back there?
A little hard, but not that much.
Nothing wrong with that. Man up.
So that's right, man up. I like the title of your book. In other words, the definition of a man doesn't have to be one definition. It doesn't have to be John Wayne.
It doesn't. And you know what? I am a man. I take care of my family. I work hard. I make my own living. I'm self-made.
Right.
You know, the cover of the book on purpose was pink balloons, light blue background. It's feminine. It's, I was going to say masculine. Not so much. But I mean, like, it is... There's no way really to define it. And you know what? Mainstream people are taking this message. Just a teeny plug, a teeny.
Go ahead.
Target. I partnered with Target. There are 8,500 signed copies. I signed 8,500 copies with a Target bonus chapter, and it's available in all Targets. There's a limited amount of those, but the book is available. A mainstream store is partnering with me with this kind of message because it is a universal message to man up.
I'm proud of you. That is good because Target and all these conservative companies, if they're getting on board, that's good. It'll make the gay image more mainstream and more acceptable, and then everyone will be happy, and no one will have to fucking hide in a closet. And
I'm really proud of and not to my tutor, but I'm really proud of the kind of gay person I am because, and not that I'm proud of all gay people.
You're proud of yourself. You don't hide it.
Exactly.
You're not looking to trick some woman into bed and live a closeted life.
And I want a monogamous life with my partner, with kids, and grown up, and not apologizing. I never apologized one time in this book, and I think.
So you're telling me, according to what Chelsea Handler's saying.
What?
How old were you when she met you?
I was probably 24, 25.
24, you had never fucked anything.
Anything.
You had never even gotten a blowjob from a guy.
No, that. But just like,
done.
Yeah, okay.
But you had never entered a man, and a man never entered you at 24. So Salvador was the first guy to enter you?
Yeah, I mostly don't do that, but we have done that.
You have done it. So Salvador.
Yeah. Hey, Sal. He's listening. Yes, Salvador.
Sal opened up the back door.
Oh, man.
It didn't go great.
It didn't.
I don't.
Duty. Right?
You cannot point at me and say duty like that. No duty. When
you say it didn't go great, what went wrong?
No, it's, imagine that. It takes a second. You got to work things out.
He didn't ease in.
No, it doesn't feel great at first. You gotta
It's tough.
And why are we talking?
What, anal?
Everyone's obsessed with anal.
Everyone.
Get Ronnie in here.
Ronnie loves anal.
Ronnie
knows how to get it done.
He watched a lot of porn and he learned.
He knows. You got to ease it in, he says.
I don't watch a lot of porn because I get obsessed with it. I'm like, I saw that comforter at Crate and Barrel. I get
You know what
distracted.
it is? You're a romantic.
Ding dong.
You don't even like to think about sex. Now are you totally nude in front of Salvador?
Oh,
or
yeah.
You take your clothes off?
Come and get it.
Right.
Look at this.
Is Salvador overweight?
No.
Is he a twink?
I'm so proud of you.
Is he a twink?
Yeah, I think he's thin and he's lean. He's tall. He's a little taller than me.
He's a twink.
He's very gorgeous.
That's your thing.
You know who we love?
Who?
Salvador is obsessed with Beth, and we've never met her.
Well, of course, everyone loves Beth.
Look, there's my Salvador.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so please tell her we said
he's
hi.
a power top, this guy.
Oh, he's a tower top.
Absolutely.
And he might be cool. You mix and match things. You just, whatever works.
Now, how are your parents with all of this, with Salvador and everything? The old man into it?
My dad died about 10 years ago.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, so
You described when you were young, your dad would take you hunting. Do you think he was trying to macho you up?
No, I think he was trying to expose me to it. The last chapter in the book
Duck hunting.
Duck hunting. That didn't go well.
You said you sat there and read romance novels.
I know. I read Little House on the Prairie.
So your dad takes you for a manly day of duck hunting.
And I'm reading about Half Pint and Nellie Olson.
Now, the old man must have been like, hey, dude, pick up that gun and shoot something. Kill something.
Yeah, and I did. But,
Do you think he was trying to make you into a heterosexual? Do you think he had some sense that you might be gay and he was trying to make you manly, so to quote unquote?
He might have had a clue.
But,
we did, before he died, we were out, we were celebrating. He never met Salvador, sadly, but we have a wonderful relationship.
He was cool with everything.
He was great. Great. He defended me to a friend. You read about it in the last chapter of the book. I put that chapter last on purpose.
Yeah, what did he say to that friend?
He just said, yep. Yeah. And we know what yep means, Yeah. Mm-hmm, he defended me. My mother I talk to her 8 times a day. You
got to support her?
No. She's retired. She's built in. She's great.
Perfect.
She's wonderful. And
she's not a burden to you.
Nobody's a burden. Nobody's a burden.
Oh, yes, they are.
Nobody's a burden to me yet. No. Right. And I don't think I could support. I'm not that rich.
Get back to Gwyneth Paltrow for a second.
Oh, gladly.
So you meet her on the red carpet. I want to understand how you do this, because I'm the worst at networking and sort of being friends with famous people. I'm not good at it.
I was on The Tonight Show a couple months at this point. I wasn't networking. This is not schmoozing to get an Oscar-winning best friend. This is, I love this woman.
Tonight Show sent you out to the red carpet, and there's Gwyneth Paltrow. You get the email from her. She becomes your friend, and then you decide to go to the Ivy for dinner.
Yeah, and so she shows up, and we had been emailing like literally for 6 months. Right. And all of a sudden, like, it hit me like fucking Gwyneth Paltrow.
This was a sign that you had made it.
No. It was just that she was there. It was just so beyond. I was still that.
Were you nervous?
Yeah. So I told her, I said, I'm really nervous. And she grabbed my hand. She goes, why? And I was like, you're Gwyneth Paltrow. She said, give it 10 minutes. You'll be over it. And I was. And like ever since then.
And you two sit and gossip and talk about what's going on in Hollywood.
Not really
culture.
Hollywood, but my father was ill. Her father was ill. I didn't really know anyone else who was going through that at the time.
I see.
And that really
So that's what bonded you.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, she was cruel. She says to you, she takes a look at your belly and points at it and says...
She said that one time,
She pointed at your belly and she said, what's going on there?
Now you read that. She said, what's going on there? See how that's different?
Yeah. Well, she knew what does she mean by that?
Well, I had put on weight.
Right.
And, she was right. And so I lost some weight.
See, I think that's a loving thing to do. People would say it's cruel.
It's not.
But I think it's kind of nice to say to somebody who might be having trouble with their weight, hey, what's going on there?
And the way she did it, she followed it up with, like, I love you. I just want you to stay around forever. What's going on there?
Did that inspire you to lose?
Yeah.
It did?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's nice to hear that.
So you go over to her house?
Yeah.
And you hang out with that dude from Coldplay and the kids and everything?
Not like a lot, but I was just there. Last time I was at her house was she had a Christmas party. Well, that was a good party.
Who was there? Madonna?
No. Should I talk about it?
Yeah, of course.
Or will I never be invited back?
Who are you talking to, Ross?
I'm talking to myself right now.
He's talking to his inner publicist.
You caught me, Robin.
So when you go there, it's a lot of celebrities?
It was like the governor's ball at the Oscars. Honestly, I was counting the Oscars in each room.
What do you wear to the party? Did you dress up with a bow tie and a...
No, Salvador did. I wore a velvet charcoal gray jacket. I can't believe I remember what I wore.
Well, it's a big event.
Oh my God!
Right.
And like a red, like holiday-ish kind of tie.
It's exciting. I talk about it. Jimmy Kimmel has a party for me, and celebrities come, and George Clooney was there, and all that. It's very exciting, right?
Especially for someone like me from Mount Vernon, Washington. I guess we're all from somewhere, but I've always just
So when Gwyneth invites you, does she say to you, listen, don't forget you're from Mount Vernon, so don't be like sort of felling all over these people, and try not to embarrass yourself.
She knows I have like some decorum. She knows I'm together.
Right. When you see who is the most famous person there besides Gwyneth?
I mean, there was like a Reese Witherspoon.
All right, so when you see Reese Witherspoon, do you go up to her and go, "Oh my God, I love you"? No.
Right. I do that on the car. You know how it's a little different. You say things on the radio maybe you wouldn't say at home.
Right.
I do things on TV that if I see Reese Witherspoon in a Starbucks, I'm not going up to her and like, "Oh my God, I love you," in a camera and I think
Now, so Reese Witherspoon's there. You go over and you have a nice conversation with her.
Yeah, it was very nice. We talked, and we had met before, but I was like, it was nice. We got to sit by the fire and chat.
Now, you love pop culture. You, like everyone else, did you go on the internet and watch Reese being arrested and yelling at the cop?
She's a lovely girl who's been always nice to me, but I watched it like 4 times. Yes.
I think I watched it 10 times.
I mean,
it's the greatest piece of tape ever.
You got to separate. There's the pop culture and the people, and like you have to find that balance. If you get to know them, Now, what do you think of Gwyneth Paltrow's problems? A lot of people are rebelling. They're for some reason.
What is this backlash?
There's a backlash. They named her the most beautiful woman in the world. Then people are angry with her because on her website, she described her lifestyle and it would cost like $10 million to live that lifestyle. People are having Gwyneth Paltrow backlash, right? Are you aware of this?
I read about it on the blogs. And
right.
I mean, I've always loved her, and I'm lucky enough to know her. She's like one of those famous people that not a lot of people know who she is, and her. Right. You don't really see that a lot. And she's a really good girl, a really good, sweet sweet.
When you go over her house,
woman.
is she ever in a bikini or anything?
No, I've never seen her in a bikini.
No one ever goes to the pool and hang out? Where do you hang out?
People don't invite me to pools.
They
No
don't.
one wants to see me by a pool.
No one wants to see you by a
Then
pool.
he have to get into a suit, right?
They invite me to Christmas parties where you can cover up.
We can eat.
We eat. Oh, the food was ridiculous.
Now, are you heavy right now, would you say?
I would like to lose 20. Yeah, I'm not my heaviest by any means.
What are you eating that's putting the weight on?
You know what happened is, right now, I planted the seeds about 8 months ago, writing a book, creating the show. I'm working on my process.
Too
and
busy.
it's hibernating. You're just in this room working. I'm not going to the gym.
You're
I'm eating what's
sitting a lot.
available. I'm reaping the benefits now. I mean, the show is coming out. The book is here.
Yes.
But I didn't get to focus on my health.
What about getting one of these desks where you have to stand up and then you put a treadmill right under the desk?
Sounds like an asshole kind of desk. I don't want that.
You don't want an asshole desk.
That's an asshole desk. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
Checking your email and huffing and puffing. Get fucked.
It's too much. So when you get your life back in order, you'll hit the gym and you'll do the whole thing.
I know that I've got this. I mean, I did have to go shopping for some new clothes, but it's just you're living.
Not at Lane Bryant, I hope.
No,
you're
I wouldn't show There's a picture of me there.
Well, Ross, listen, don't call him Ross the intern anymore.
You can call me whatever you want.
No,
Howard.
don't call him Ross the intern anymore. It's Ross Matthews. The book is Man Up, Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence. And don't miss Ross doing stand-up.
Well, it's like a show. You're like Liza with a Z. This is Ross with an S. Okay.
What do you mean?
I do.
Well, Liza sang. What do you do?
Well, I'll sing if you ask me, but I come out there, I do pop culture stuff at the beginning. I bring some of the stories in the book to life. I tell stories that aren't in the book, really funny stuff.
Right.
I play a game show with the audience. I'm in the audience for Q&A, and then I stay and sign every last book.
Are you nervous up on stage?
Not nervous. This is the first time I've done a show like this, and I'm working on it, memorizing it. But it's funny. I'm proud of it. I'm not nervous.
Right. And when you plan a show like this, does somebody give you feedback to make sure that it's funny, to make sure that it's good?
Did you workshop this? You work it out?
Here's the deal.
Workshop?
I know.
Yeah.
I have a best friend from high school who I think is so funny, and she writes with me, and she's like my barometer. I test things with her. If it's funny to her, it's going to work.
If she likes it, that's it. Mm-hmm. Right. And the book is good for anybody who's gay, who's straight. In it you describe...
That covers everybody.
It covers everybody.
I love that. Yeah, thank you, Howard, that you even looked through it. I'm so
I like you write about
happy.
your love of football, that you're trying to tell, although you're a Seattle Seahawks fan. That's a little bit gay.
No,
don't you think?
They're gonna make it. They're gonna be the NFC champions this
You think
year.
so?
I do know. I know for a fact.
And you point that out because a lot of people think if someone's gay, they're not a fan of football. That, in other words, that's too masculine a thing.
Do you. Whatever you are, just do you.
Do it and be proud.
Proud of it. Own it.
Why am I yelling, Robin?
Because I think I know.
Are you
Getting me
having
worked
trouble
up.
hearing?
I pumped you up, I think.
Yeah, you get me all freaked out. By the way, I was also curious to read that when you went in for your job on The Tonight Show to be an intern.
Yeah.
You had a hole in your pants, in your crotch.
Yeah, I was.
Was that by design? In other words, you're trying to turn them on?
Look at this. Look at this. You want me? No, I got it at a thrift store, and it was $7, and it was olive green, and it had a hole in the crotch.
Right.
And so I spent the whole night before learning how to cross my legs like this, like a lady, like a neon knee.
Yeah.
So, because there's my nards, my dad would say.
I always thought Jay dressed a little gay. When I used to do The Tonight Show, when Jay's not on camera, he wears denim on denim. He wears a blue denim shirt with denim pants.
If you mix denim, you're not gay. I promise you.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I thought maybe. Oh, I see. That's not gay.
No.
All right, then he's all man, right? Quote unquote. Listen, Ross Matthews' book, Man Up, Tales of My Delusional Self. You do love Jay.
He's really good. He came to my.
He gave you your break.
He did, and he came to my Target book party the other night. We had a big shindig in Hollywood, shut down Sunset, big thing. Right. And he got up there and spoke, and he said how proud he was, and if he had a son, he'd want his son to be just like me.
Gwyneth Paltrow there?
No, Gwyneth was in London. Chelsea was there.
Chelsea Handler was there.
Jackie Collins was there. Lisa Rinna was there.
How's those lips? Lisa Rinna claimed she fixed her upper lip, but
she looks
from
good.
what I saw in that Celebrity Splash or whatever it was.
Apprentice she's doing.
Apprentice. The lip is bigger than ever.
No, it's tamed.
Bullshit. You're bullshitting.
No, she looks great.
Stuttering John tried to get into your book party?
No.
Yes. You didn't let him in, I hope.
I would have loved to have let him in.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you should have. You overlooked him. All right, listen. You've said it all.
I'm so happy to be here.
Happy to have you. I've heard about power bottoms and power tops.
Twinks.
I've heard about twinks. I've heard about anal.
I heard more about anal than you heard from me.
I've heard about duck hunting. I've heard about your life with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Finger banging.
Finger banging.
Ugh.
You put your finger in a girl.
I know, and I didn't understand who. No one was enjoying it.
Right.
No one enjoys that. When I do it, at least.
Who was the guy you were? Who was the guy you say in your book you used to beat off to when you were a young man? It was like. Well,
I don't think I'd say beat off, but I love Mark Paul Gosselaar.
No, there was somebody else. Like,
Justin Timberlake, I love.
Yeah, you ever beat off to him?
It's so good. You have to admit.
So you close your eyes and you think about Justin Timberlake and you beat off. Right?
I mean, who wouldn't? Everybody does. Everybody
Robin,
does.
you ever beat off to Justin Timberlake?
No.
Robin, you have to admit, though, it's pretty
would
good.
go on between you and Justin Timberlake?
You want me to go describe it?
Yeah.
I would, I think I'd let him wine and dine me a little bit.
Right.
I'd play hard to get at first.
Right.
You're not getting this.
Right.
No. Well, that's sexy. That's why I talk sexy.
Right.
You're not getting this.
So he takes you out to dinner.
Yeah.
Then he says, hey, let's go back to my place.
I'm real aloof.
You're drinking wine,
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. So you don't see it like, you see him as, hey, he's already gay. In other words, in your fantasy.
I didn't think about that. That makes it better.
Him?
Oh, wait.
In other words, he thinks he's straight.
So, yeah, hold on. Let's change it up.
Yeah.
So I take him out.
Right.
No, we run into each other at a restaurant.
Go ahead.
So he doesn't see it coming.
Go ahead.
He in his straight life run into me.
Right.
And I just derail it.
Go ahead.
Hey, you're Justin Timberlake, aren't you?
Right.
Can I buy you a drink? Like that.
Hey, yeah, sure. I've seen you on The Tonight Show. I've seen you on Chelsea Handler.
We get a little tipsy.
Right.
I'm going to keep the party going at my place. You want to come?
Uh-huh.
I can't pull this off, can I? It's not going well.
That's the move.
I would never make that move. That's the most forward I've ever been in my life, right now with you.
So now you got Justin Timberlake in your house. Mm-hmm. You give him the roofies.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, what's that? Little powder in the drink.
Leans forward, he kisses your neck.
Howard, if you make me hard this early in the morning.
All right. Well,
see, I told you no one wants to hear about No.
First, it's a joke, Hey, come on, let's jerk each other off.
That's fun.
And then 2 seconds later.
Hey, let's play this game. You take your dick out.
Robin, that's some seduction.
That never works. That would never work, but I would love it. He's the dream.
He is. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Robin, you have to admit it's pretty good.
I mean, I think he's a good performer, but, he's not my type. We wouldn't have to fight over him.
Have you ever tasted your own sperm?
Never. People do that. Oh, they do that in the porn.
Yeah, Benji eats his own sperm.
I don't
fucking
eat
disgusting.
it. I don't eat it. I said I put my
Here's a gay man telling you he doesn't even eat his own sperm.
It's gross.
That's gross.
It's gross.
You should give it a shot.
It's gross.
Do you eat Sal's?
You do what you got to do. I don't look forward to it.
You swallow Sal's sperm?
I have, yeah.
Right. His sperm you'll swallow, but not your own.
No.
I didn't. I was curious.
No.
I was curious.
Nobody looks forward to it.
Right. That would never even occur to me.
You had a woman on here once it was her sugar. You remember her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The lady who eats sperm out of rubbers.
That even grosses me out. We watched it twice, though.
Yeah. All right, listen. You've said it all. You probably said too much.
Probably.
Really.
I know.
Well, congratulations on the book.
Thank you, Howard.
I'm very proud of you. And listen, it's very exciting when somebody's book comes out. And it's reason to celebrate. It's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Whoever thought you'd have a book?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I think I was the only person.
No one else did.
I knew I would have a talk show, but no one else ever thought it.
That's right.
But now here in the fall.
That'll be on E.
It'll be on E. And if people want the book, I built a website called Read Man Up, where you can order it from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target. They're all there. And I just think...
enough.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'm really proud of it, and it has such a great message. Not to be a total cheeseball, it's not saccharine, but I want to put something good out in the world. And I look forward. I don't have kids yet, but when I do, and they're in a bookstore one day, I want them to open this and go, "My dad wrote this." I'm really, really proud of it.
All right, that's good. That's a smart man.
Well, when he has children, is he going to adopt, or are you going to artificially inseminate?
No, he's actually going to have a baby.
He's having the baby.
He's got the voice. I think he's got the uterus in the womb.
I got one of those uterine implants.
Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to adopt?
I think we're going to adopt. We may do one of each, but I think first we're going to adopt. I have a Maltipoo and a Chihuahua, and I couldn't love them anymore. I couldn't love them more than I do.
Right.
So I think within a baby, I will love them as much as I would love anything, So I really we're going to do that with the next few years.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I wish you luck with that.
Howard, thank you.
Listen, the only thing your child might be embarrassed by in that book is the fact that you stole from Lane Bryant. That's insane.
That's the stupidest fucking thing.
All right. Anyway, Ross Matthews, everybody. The book is Man Up, Tales of My Delusional Self-Confidence.
And if you want to follow me, can I do my Hello Ross is my Twitter and my tweet?
Why are you not? Oh, Hello Ross, at Hello Ross?
At Hello Ross. My last name, Matthews, has one T in it.
Right.
Oh, everyone gets it wrong, so I just said Hello Ross.
Is that the name of the TV show?
Mm-hmm, that's the name of the TV show.
All right, real good. All right, Ross. Good seeing you. And,
Thank you.
We'll be back right after these words.
So, Ross.
Yes.
Obviously, you've done the show before, but you listen every day.
Yeah.
So the times where you actually get to sit across from the man himself are few and far between. What goes through your mind when you first sit down on that couch?
You know, the first 5 minutes is just sort of settling in that it's happening, that you're there, that he's there, that this is real, you know. And then obviously there's a moment where it just kind of goes away and it becomes really fun. But then the most awkward part is when it's over and like he's very nice to stand up and talk to you, and all you want to do is stand there and talk for like 20 minutes, but you fight it. I got the fuck out of there. I was like, he's probably like, where'd Ross go? Why did he leave so fast? But I don't want to be the guy that lingers with Howard Stern.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Ross. Man Up, that's the new book.
What?
You know, there's been a lot of Wack Packers over the years who have entered the quote-unquote film business. Remember the original Bigfoot, the big giant guy? He went out to Hollywood to try to make it. And of course, Eric the actor. Now Medicated Pete, he's the latest.
I got this film role because the director found me. I answered the email, and then we corresponded back and forth ever since about the role.
When Pete was here, he became Medicated Pete. He became a regular fixture on the show for a long period of time. So it didn't surprise me at all that Hollywood would come calling and have him be a lead actor in a feature film. I was very proud of him. I was also happy that he wouldn't be standing near me.
The movie was about a guy who gets poisoned at some random party that he's at. He only has a small amount of time to live, and in that time, they're frantically trying to find out who poisoned him. It's a remake from the 1950 film Dead on Arrival. The character I played, his name is Frank Bigelow. He's a real party guy. He's a real ladies' man. There are a lot of similarities between the character Frank Bigelow and myself, Medicated Pete. After he described to me what the movie was about, I was like, yeah, I'll take this role. No matter how, I would have liked a little heads up beforehand, but I took it all in stride. You know, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I was like, okay, so I went along with it. It was a whirlwind experience. This movie was a ultra low budget film, not a lot of money. The agreement of the film was for me to get a flat fee up front, and then a 10% gross payment from the proceeds from the profits of the film.
Would you prefer that rather than a check? Would you prefer that I, go with you to the bank and get that cash, or would you prefer cash up front, or?
Yeah, I just rather would. Well, I mean, if the check can, if I can get the check and I can have it cash tomorrow, then I would appreciate that.
This is a tragic mistake, but it's one that many in Hollywood make during their first venture. You think that your project's going to be huge and all you want is a piece of that and you're set for life. No, get paid up front.
Being that it was my first film, I kind of felt okay with it because I didn't know how to take it as far as the money was concerned, so I just agreed with everything.
Gee, I wish he'd asked me about that. If I was Pete, no offense, Pete, but I would have gone for upfront money instead of back end. But all right, he didn't ask.
This poor actress that was forced to make out with Pete. You could not pay me enough. I'd rather do like a full bukkake gangbang scene than make out with Medicated Pete.
I kind of popped the bone. So
you popped the bone. Okay. That's a natural reaction.
And I was kind of embarrassed about it, but
Was she embarrassed?
I think she was. Yeah, maybe.
She was hiding it really good. I couldn't tell.
She's a very good kisser, so very horned up just talking about her, actually. Getting to the set one day, Jackie's nowhere to be found. For whatever reason. For one reason or another, she just wasn't there.
From what I understand is the girl shortly thereafter, her makeout scene with Pete, ran away, and we've never heard from her since, and quit show business. Or, I don't know, she left the production.
I guess you heard what happened. She signed on to another project, and so can't do that. A lot of chaos happened because of that. There was this big change in the film. It affected my character. It affected me performing for the rest of the film.
So we go from first time he's in the doctor's office finding out that he's poisoned and he's going to be really sick, and then next shot, casino, and then strip club, and then he goes back to the hospital.
A lot of different things had to be going on, and a lot of different scene changes.
So now Samantha's playing my wife, Maribel. I'm confused.
Let's have him down. He's just falling face down or something. With the face on the side.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. George Anton is from Romania. He's got a Romanian accent, and it's very, very hard to understand him sometimes.
I'm already stressed out. So after this guy mess around with him all the time, I'm already stressed out. You shoot from here. You're gonna turn the camera just like that, and you're gonna be right there. You're gonna be right here, and you're gonna be right here. Guess what? We're gonna learn that lesson. That's gonna be Jack, right? The second line. You wanna hear? You're gonna be right here, and you're gonna be right here. That's how it goes. Something like Dave. I'll blow that stupid video split up. All right? Okay. So Dave, right? Now you're throwing us back.
The way it came across was real. It was a turnoff.
You guys do this on a regular basis? Give me better acting this time.
No. You have to listen to me.
No,
you give me a chance.
No. Alright, that's good. I cut to the white shot from that. That was the overacting.
It was tense between him and the cast and the crew. It was him against everybody else. How we talked to the rest of the crew, put everybody down.
Go laughing. Go laughing. I'm almost up in. Now ring. Cross. Now close the door. Pick it up. Ring. I am the director here, the only one director. And everybody is in charge with what, when, and where. That means what the props are, what the makeup is, and all the stuff. Okay? And I am the only one wondering about why. Why? Because at the end of the movie, when everybody's gonna watch this film, I am gonna be the only one. Directed by George Anton.
George had a breakdown on set at one point.
I flew this man from New York to act. I don't need anybody to tell me how to make this movie, okay? And this money spent here, you guys came for free, spent gas. It's gotta be a good film to be made. I'm making a good film. The whole 10 days that I shot until now, I got in a can. 10. Number 10 footage, Martin Scorsese. That's what I got. Anybody who fights me on set, there cannot be two directors on set. That's what I learned in school. It's impossible. I will give my director chair to anybody right now who can complete this. I'm serious. Because there cannot be. It's impossible because the directing comes from the imagination. I studied the script. I have it since 2010. I am studying this writing since 2010. That's a lot of years, about 3 years that I'm sitting on it.
That really pissed everybody off, and we're all like, what's going on here?
I understand one thing, okay? Yeah. You are tired. This is a long 9-day shoot. I think I got this,
right?
Okay, so please go in, rest with them.
No, I don't need rest.
We're gonna direct the scene. Thank you very much. Please go in,
okay,
and go to sleep. Thank you.
You can sense a little shock and surprise when Leslie pulled George off, and I think everybody got a little taken aback by it.
Your attitude, I will do my ass. I will ask out these people against you, and I need to neutralize it somehow. I will not forget my voice. I'll just direct very calmly, and I'll keep.
I was told that's how it goes in the movie business, but you need to communicate better between the director and the rest of the staff. So there's definitely a big communication breakdown there that could have been dramatically done a different way.
I know I pushed hard, and I apologize to you guys if I have the feeling from the actors that they're not behind me. I would not direct this. I believe you guys are behind me. I believe the actors are behind me, and if that is the answer, I would like to give me a chance. Give me just one chance, like the Braveheart says. Give me just one chance.
It was not a good experience at all as far as working with a with a working relationship and how that went.
Are we on board on this?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's get back to where we were.
After his meltdown, George seemed to hold back on his eccentric kind of directing style. But, you know, he eventually did get back to his old habits.
And action lines, please.
I don't think Eugene realized.
Now, don't have plums in your mouth for this one. Forget about the fucking phone. You cannot do that.
Oh, my wife.
Dancing, active. Say again, it's not active enough. I don't like it. You guys are not dancing enough. More dancing, like dancing, but music. Give me music. Oh, look at that. Last. Whoa. Not like this, you know, crazy. But ass.
The shooting schedule was very grueling. It was like 15-plus-hour days and no days off. That's the hardest I've ever worked before.
Good. Now, what kind of sensation do you have?
Yeah. Right.
I have a tingling sensation.
Make note. Pete has a tingling sensation. Okay? Wink, wink.
Tingling. I gotta tell you, when the film was done, when we shot the last scene.
Goodbye, Mr. Bigelow, and please forgive me.
God, perfect. Oh, you got that in the can. I got that. We're done with this scene.
It was like such a relief. I mean, it was. We put so much fucking work into this. I mean, it was just like. It was just liberation. We're having a wrap party today for Dead on Arrival, and I'm gonna have a couple beers and hopefully not get too fucked up. But yeah, I learned a lot being on a set like this, being in a feature film like this, making a movie like this. So there's a lot to learn here, and I think I learned a lot. Would I work with George again? I'll put it to you this way. I'll give anybody 100%. That's just the way I am. I'll work with anybody, basically. I hope you guys take a chance to watch it because it is. It could be an interesting film.
Somehow they'll capitalize on Howard Stern fans being curious, which they've got me. I'm curious.
All right, I'm Medicated Pete, you know, professional actor, and.
Am I using this mic? First, the MTV VJs. Were you into MTV, Natalie?
I was.
Natalie Maines is here.
Hello.
Hello. And your guitarist, Jason Mozerski, is with you.
Yes.
Yes, easy name to say. Did you said you watch a lot of MTV? Because
not anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, can you believe that? I was just thinking about this. Can you believe that, like, the video, the MTV video, the rock video, is like completely gone? I mean, they play them on the internet sometimes, like Rihanna will make a new one or something. But that whole art form is like disappeared.
I know. Do you think that's sad, or you think that's good?
Well, I guess most artists would say, well, you know, I'd rather just have my song out there and I don't want a video interpretation. But I loved rock videos. I love that whole art form. I love seeing the artists perform.
Right.
The problem I had with MTV videos, where they became so slick, I like to see somebody really sing. I don't want to see them sing to track.
Right.
Or lip sync.
But that's what a music video is.
I know. So that kind of
You'd rather see live performances.
Live performances like you're going to do today.
Exactly.
Real singers.
No lip syncing here.
That's right. Right, Robin?
That's what we love
Hi,
about
Robin.
her.
I feel like I haven't gotten to say hi to you in forever. You haven't been here the last couple of times I was on.
Meanwhile, Natalie
I
Maines...
love the new haircut.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like your hair longer.
I know you do.
I do. Now, are you going to get it longer, or are you just going to keep growing it up? Are you going to...
Just up.
Are you
I'm
gonna-
going to be like Kid and Play.
Right. Will you...
Bring that back.
Will you ever let your hair just flow down again?
You know what? I don't think so, because I have to spend too much time thinking about my hair, and then you're going to have... The gray is going to be more prominent if it's long, and I don't want to get it colored.
When you cut your hair, like you almost like shaved your head.
I did shave my head. Well, not skin, not
Right.
the skin.
But when you did that, was your husband upset with you?
You asked me last time.
I want to know.
Well, you'd have to ask him. He didn't say he was upset, and he loves my hair now. He does like short hair. He's not against it.
Because guys are very visual, and
Yes.
you have very luxurious, beautiful hair.
Yes.
And when you cut off all your hair, for the guy who has to bang you, that's his job.
The poor guy who has to
poor guy who has to bang you is kind of like, oh, come on, you know.
He seems okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the guy should be in on the decision.
Howard, this short hair just shows off my beautiful face.
Well, you do have a beautiful face. You really do.
Oh, thanks.
Did your sex life decrease when you cut off all your hair? Honestly.
No, he just couldn't grab me by the ponytail anymore.
And drag you around the house. No, seriously, did you see a reduction in sexual
No,
activity?
I did not. Everyone does not have. You know what? Black guys like short hair, and Adrian likes short hair.
He does. Where is Adrian now? Adrian was on the TV show Heroes.
Yes.
I followed him on that.
Yes.
And where is he now with his big penis?
Now he just did 3 episodes of a show called Burn Notice.
Burn Notice.
Yeah, and he's been on a show that's more for teenage girls called The Lying Game.
The Lying Game.
Mhm.
Where do I see that?
That would be on, I think it's ABC Family.
Oh, so he's busy.
He is busy. I've asked him to stop being so busy so I can be busy for a minute.
Does he audition a lot for movies and things? Is he trying to break in as a movie star?
You know, that hasn't, I mean, he's not against it, and he has been in a lot of movies, but he has not broken through as a movie star. What I think he should do is comedy. Nobody sees him as comedic because he's a very serious guy, I'm sure. in
Seems
these
like it's
auditions.
serious. He didn't seem like a lot of fun that age.
He is fun.
Yeah.
And he's silly. He is.
Yeah. I've never hung out with the two of you as a couple.
I know.
oddly
We're
enough.
always tag teaming.
You were quite controversial on the last Celebrity Superfan Roundtable, and I want to ask you about this before we talk about your new music.
Okay.
You came out in a very big way
I
at
did.
Celebrity Superfan Roundtable,
Mhm.
and you came down on Gary. You said, and I, by the way, I'm not opposed to this. You said Gary is like one of your children. He doesn't listen, and he's childish, and you were really very, very critical of him.
Lately, I don't like when Gary comes in. I'm sorry, Gary.
Who doesn't really? Why?
Because Gary, sorry.
Don't be.
I
Don't
like
be.
Gary, but
I think. Well, you finish.
you're in a mode where the minute it's like maybe it's because you remind me of my children, how they don't listen to me, and how Howard will say the littlest thing, and it's like you don't even take it in. You don't even hear what he says. Howard said it, and it's against you, and so you are fighting right back like a kid almost. It's more how he is with you. Specifically, like a parent, you know, the minute you say something, he just has to come in, defend himself. He doesn't even hear what you're saying. He doesn't take a beat to think about if any of it might be true because you said it. It's just for shtick. You're just ragging on him. There's no truth to it. He thinks you really would like his TV show if you just watched the whole thing. So I sent out a plea for you to please watch the whole thing and tell Gary if you like it or not.
You know, you're very astute. You really are.
Thank you.
Because when I say things to him, I feel he doesn't listen. He just quickly.
Exactly. And now he's on this thing of not having to listen to me about saying this and just saying she doesn't like me.
Yeah, now it's not that you don't like Gary, right?
No, I like Gary fine. I'm pointing out one little thing that bugs me.
He's being
about
overly
him.
sensitive.
And he just, I think it's just his way of getting to ignore it. But I have this secret thought that when he's alone in his car driving home,
And
it has sunk in a little.
Maybe a little. And Natalie, probably not. And Natalie, you also, you came down on Lisa G. You said she's not a team player. Now, Ronnie Mund has been saying this about her.
Yeah.
Well, what specific evidence did you give that Lisa G., the newswoman, is not a team
We
player?
don't have her in here as much anymore. But in the past, she would come in and just not be willing to do something or just at least be a little more fun.
She wouldn't even play her violin in front of us.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Good or bad, it would be great.
Have some
we
fun.
want to hear it. Yeah, loosen up.
In fact, she could have played, I think one of the artists who came in and performed said, hey, I'll have Lisa G. play with me. And she said no.
Right.
Right away. It was just like a knee-jerk thing. No, 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 no.
I know.
And also, there was one other point that you made. You were against Johnny Knoxville being part of the panel.
No, I wasn't.
At
But after
Superfan.
the fact, no, I didn't have any. I didn't.
You feel he was not a true superfan.
But after the fact, there were a few suspect people in that group where I would say pieces of vinyl and they would look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? And how do you not know pieces of vinyl if you're a super fan? This is called the Celebrity Super Fan Roundtable. I sometimes feel like the only super fan. My co-host, Jeff Probst, gave me that look about
vinyl.
About pieces of vinyl.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, what the hell?
What's going on here?
There has to
I
be...
created this show, and now it's out of control.
Right. Well, you know, sometimes it's hard to find someone as passionate about the show as you.
I realize that.
Because if we found someone just as passionate as you, you'd probably be the only person on Superfan Celebrity Roundtable. So that's a good thing. Now,
Andy Richter seemed on my scale.
Andy Richter knows Howard Stern show.
Yes.
He does. And Martha Quinn actually does, too.
Very
We should
good.
have her in there as well. Now, you wrote 3 new songs on
Hey,
this
did you
album.
notice Gary didn't come in and defend himself right away?
No.
He's doing a really good job.
Gary, why are you not defending yourself against Natalie?
Is she talking?
What? Why are you not defending
I thought you
yourself?
were here to sing.
Well, she's going to sing in a minute.
I've been told that.
Do you still feel Natalie does not like you? I think she says she does like you.
I think that Natalie's making the point that I don't always listen to everything you say, and I think I heard what she said, and in my car on the way home, I'll think about it.
All right.
But also your point, how my other point to all of them, because they were talking about these outside projects, and you're always complaining about that, and you know, their defense is, well, Howard, we don't know if he's going to be here at the end of this contract, and he told us to start setting things up for ourselves.
Right.
But I think it's funny that they're all setting things up for themselves in front of the camera. I mean, shouldn't
Right.
Gary be doing what he does best? He should be producing the greatest show ever, and then he'll produce the next greatest
Well, I've
show
had a
ever.
change of mind on that anyway. You know, I evolve as an entertainer, and I also
Right.
evolve as a person who has to run a group of people. And I'm no longer interested in everybody sitting and setting themselves up. I thought about it. Letterman's not going to be there forever, but I don't see everybody setting themselves up. Concentrate on your fucking job.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Whip everyone into shape. I like what you're doing.
I like it.
All right, let's talk for a second here. Let's try to dissect what's going on with Natalie Maines.
Okay.
Dixie Chicks dead. Right?
No, we have 4 shows this summer.
Aren't you so happy that your 2 other Dixie Chicks, so-called Dixie Chicks, put out an album on their own, and it only sold 200,000 copies? Aren't you secretly happy about that?
I think that's a lot these days, isn't it?
No, it's not that great.
Come on, these days.
Without you, are they the Dixie Chumps or the Dixie Chicks? So what is it? Where are we at with them? You have become very disillusioned with your country fans. And
No, not my country fans. The country radio industry.
Right. You got really pissed off after, of course, the famous George Bush, where you were right, everybody else was wrong.
Right.
Quit rubbing it in our face.
Right.
But you were right about the Iraq War. You were right about our president lying to us. And
Yes.
and all you said on stage was, hey, I'm embarrassed that our president has done this.
I said I'm ashamed he's from Texas.
Right.
He's not even from Texas. I'm the dummy there.
And the thing is, right, and the thing is that, well, he was the governor of Texas.
Yes, he lived in Texas.
Right. So when radio turned on you and everything, you still haven't recovered from that. Honestly, you
Well, I
haven't.
don't know if I haven't recovered. I'm just not going back to it.
Right.
I'm not, Rihanna going back to Chris Brown. I'm not. Why would I set myself up to let them, stomp on me?
I guess because you're so good at country music, why should the fans suffer? I mean, you're punishing the program directors who did that to you, but why not the fans love country
Well, I'm not
music?
trying to punish anyone. I'm just trying to be happy.
Right.
And music, for me, is, the one thing in my life that comes with no complications. It's just supposed to be fun.
Joyous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
In
music.
fact, and maybe getting into country music was a bit of a mistake anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, it wasn't a mistake at all. I think I had a fantastic career, but it wasn't where I came from. It wasn't my passion. It wasn't my roots. So it was probably a little easier for me to give the middle finger and say, "Oh, okay, well, I'm done with this now."
Let me understand that. In other words, you're this great singer. You meet these other 2 women who are more into country music,
Yeah.
and they kind of persuade you to go into country music.
No. I knew Marty and Emily before I joined the band, and they had me sing a demo of a song they had written called "You Were Mine," which was on our first album.
Right.
So I had seen them a couple of times And they were definitely not for me. They were wearing, head to toe spangled Western fringe suits, and but they were amazing talents and were, more proficient on their instruments than any girls I'd ever seen play. And then when they sent me You Were Mine, I was a little nervous about, oh my God, what is this about to be? Because I'm not good at singing things I don't want to sing. I was nervous I was going to have to tell them no thank you. But I loved the song You Were Mine. And so I thought, if they wrote this and this is their direction. And I didn't know that was sort of an audition to be in the band. I didn't know that at all. But when they called me to join the band, I really felt like this would be a good combination. I think I was right. But
you're right.
I think what was cool about us was that we did come from two different worlds, and those kind of melded. They came from the bluegrass country world, and I came from a more rock.
You kind of hipped them up in a way.
Thanks.
No, seriously, it wasn't so seriously country, you know what I mean?
Right, and I think that's why we went beyond the sort of built-in country audience. I mean, we went way outside the country audience.
You say that you're glad now you're a solo artist because you're not stuck between, you're not the, what did you call yourself, a little chubby chick or
the
something?
chubby chick between two tall pillars.
Right. Did you feel fat or something next to them because they're tall?
Please, always.
You always felt fat next to them.
Sure, but I was just joking.
Well,
they're like, they're super tall, super skinny, those bitches.
Right. Who wants to do that? Is that why you would sit down a lot of times when you played with them?
Yeah, to look even shorter.
So the new record you've just put out is more representative of who you are as an artist.
Definitely. I didn't have to think about this sound or try to be rock. I just did songs that I like.
How's this come about? You go in the studio and you say, you went with Ben Harper. That's the guy who produced the record.
Co-produced, yes.
Co-produced. How come Ben didn't come in today? He was supposed to.
He...
Get scared?
He's scared.
He got nervous.
Yeah, I bullied him and pressured him, and it didn't work.
Why are people scared of me? What do I do?
Well, you know what? Them? He doesn't trust himself.
Why? He feels he would say things that were because of his divorce?
Yeah, and maybe just a lot. He's a very sexual person.
Oh.
So I think he has lots of stories.
And also, he can't stand Gary either. Is that correct?
Jesus. He said he just can't look at those lips and teeth for the whole hour.
Especially when they get dry. So, in other words, this guy, Ben Harper, he was married to Laura Dern, right? Bruce Dern's daughter. She's famous. He probably figured he'd come in here and I'd ask him about that.
I think he was nervous.
I see. Yeah, well, look, he probably should be. I would have asked him about it. He's been married twice.
He has.
And he's got kids from 2 different women.
4 kids.
What's the game plan
here?
What is the game plan with this guy?
I don't know.
Did you ever say to him, what is the game plan?
Well, I tell him the game plan.
What is the game plan?
Prenup next time.
Right.
I think a woman past the age of wanting children would be fantastic.
Yes.
Or a younger woman that doesn't want children.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna have to run him by me. I act like his older sister now.
Are you saying that Ben Harper has more money than Laura Dern?
I have no idea. I mean, does the person with more money have to pay the...
Yes.
Then I guess so.
Oh, he's bitching about the amount of money he has to pay.
No, he's not bitching about that.
I would think Laura Dern.
He's not bitching about it. I'm bitching about it. He would get into another marriage without signing a prenup, which is insane.
Were you attracted to him during the making of the record?
No.
He's an attractive man, isn't he?
He is very handsome.
Right.
He is.
You never cheat on your husband?
Never.
You've never been swayed?
Never. It just
Impressive.
Shuts down. I'm not even looking for that.
The vagina shuts down to other men. The vagina's only open to one man.
Exactly. He holds the key.
So you went in the studio and you did a bunch of cover versions of songs that you love and also 3 originals.
Yes.
One of the songs is written by you.
Well, no, 3 songs are co-written by me.
Did you get my email the other day that I sent you?
I did.
I was sitting and listening to a radio station out on Long Island, WEHM, and all of a sudden I turned on the radio just at that exact second they were playing one of your new songs. Is that the new song you wrote?
No, that's an Eddie Vedder song.
It was an Eddie Vedder song? Because I didn't recognize it.
Well, it was on his ukulele album, which I'm sure you haven't listened to.
I see. And so you're getting some airplay now with the new record.
A little, but people, I feel at the label everywhere, a little confused about what this sound is.
And what would you call this genre of music? Rock.
I think it's rock.
It's rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not confused.
Maybe
Why
a
is
little
everyone...
adult contemporary. Well, because it's adult contemporary too. I don't think it's alternative enough to be AAA. It's not alternative.
All right.
It is a little more straightforward.
All right, this is Natalie, like you've never heard her before.
Let's try to determine what this sound is.
Please.
Let's call it anti-Gary rock.
Okay.
It's a whole new movement. All right, so here is Natalie Maines, who is a super fan of our show.
Yes.
Formerly of the Dixie Chicks. Although you guys still go out on tour every once in a blue moon.
Yes, not formally of the Dixie Chicks. Of the Dixie Chicks.
Is it financial with you? Is that why? Because it's so much money they drag you back in every once in a while.
I enjoy playing, but it is difficult for me to shift gears. I'm trying to focus on this and to take calls and emails constantly about these other shows. You know, it is taking my
In order for your new record to really take off, you've got to hit the clubs. You've got to... No, listen to me. Don't laugh. You want my
What am I
record?
supposed to do with the clubs?
I'm going to tell you.
Dance? Oh, I always wanted to dance with
Not
you,
those
Howard.
kind of clubs. I'm saying you've got to go out on tour.
Yeah.
Even if it means, you know, smaller clubs and smaller venues.
I think that's fun.
And
I'll do that.
introduce you. What you have to do it.
Well, listen, they haven't booked the gigs. I don't know what to tell you. I
You've
said
got
I'm
to get out
working
there.
this summer.
How
and-
are you going to go out there and promote this thing now when you have young kids at home? It's going to be difficult.
Yes, well, that's why I wanted to do a lot of it in the summertime.
I see. All right. And Natalie Maines, our dear friend, who is looking very sexy today.
Thanks,
are you working out because your arms are very toned?
They are? I hate my arms.
Does she
Thanks
have
for saying
Michelle
that.
Obama on?
Yeah, every woman wants that now, Robin.
I wish.
And your legs look very sexy. You shave them. And are you wearing underwear with an outfit like that?
Today I actually am wearing underwear.
Good for you.
But you know, when I was on 6 years ago, I said I wasn't going to wear underwear until the troops were brought home.
Yeah, that's right.
I did stand behind that, but they're not all home. But
No,
I do
they're
have
not.
underwear on.
Well, you look fabulous.
Well, thanks.
The new solo album, Mother, is in stores today. Now, for more information, go to nataliemainesmusic.com.
Oh, Howard, can I take up a little issue with you?
Sure.
The Black Keys are fantastic.
I'm not saying no.
You have to have them on. It's a huge mistake.
Yeah,
it's
Black
a huge mistake.
Well, maybe
All right.
we'll listen to you. We're not
Please,
I'm not listening to that.
please.
I'm not listening to that little twerp in the office.
He says a lot of crazy shit, I'll agree. The Black Keys.
What
are
is it?
And they're huge fans of yours.
Everybody go to the store, get the new solo album, Mother, in stores today. For more information, go to nataliemainesmusic.com. Natalie, thank you. Jason, thank you.
Thank you.
And bring the troops home, Obama, so Natalie can live her dream and go pantyless. back again,
no.
or something
I'm
like that.
in panties.
All right. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Natalie.
Yes.
In a perfect world, if you were Baba Booey's boss,
Yes.
and you could sort of structure his day for him, take us through what that would entail.
I don't know what Baba Booey has to do all day, but it would entail getting guests, just fantastic guests. Also, this is how many times I've been on the show now, and I still have yet to ever get a water without having to ask for it. And I'm listening to people all the time on this show, parched, they're dying for something to drink. I'm at my house going, give this person some water.
You hear the lip smacking and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
So you want him to be more perceptive, better memory.
That's right.
Now, what about his other endeavors? Where does he fall short in your opinion? When he's on camera, when he's a tech expert, when he's a vinyl expert, where are his shortcomings mostly?
All of those things, probably. I agree with Howard. He should be a producer. He should be a great producer. And I think a great produced show with this, what's the show called that he and John Hine do?
For What It's Worth.
If I were the producer of What It's Worth, I would hire professional in front of the camera people to host it. I know, isn't that horrible? But really, it's a producer's decision, and I don't know that putting himself in front of the camera was the best decision. Not that he's not attractive in front of the camera. He is, but there's people, trained to do that. I wouldn't be a good TV show
Right,
host.
it's not for everyone.
Right.
So the VJs are here. There's a lot of
They're
good
promoting the book.
Yeah, I read the book.
And they all wrote it?
Yeah, it's like an oral history. They were interviewed, clearly interviewed. They were, Howard. The overall rap is they got the gig. Nobody knew what it was going to be. They got famous. MTV treated them like shit. Through the whole time.
All right. The original MTV VJs are here. I'm talking about Nina Blackwood, Mark Goodman, Alan Hunter, Martha Quinn. And, of course, J.J. Jackson was the other original guy. But J.J. died. Hey, Martha, good to see you. Alan, Mark. Look at that. It's like a reunion. It is a reunion.
Exactly like her.
Oh, that's so nice.
What happened to
Can you hear?
Nina? Oh, there's Nina. Hey, Nina, how you doing? Good to see
Hear the
you.
music?
You got enough room?
Oh, you can't hear it?
Sit in that chair.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Phone's off.
Look at this.
And we're gonna
Do you guys... Yeah, put those on. Then I can hear you. Hey, guys.
Can you put these in your pocket?
Thank you.
There's a new
Don't
book.
let me forget them.
Oh.
There you go. Now you're all set.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, you know, there's a new book out that describes what it was like to be a VJ, to be one of the original MTV VJs. And do you guys watch MTV now? Is it depressing to you because it is no longer a music channel?
The answer is no. I don't watch it much.
You don't watch it?
I tune in every so often just to keep up with the vocabulary of the kids.
That's Alan Hunter, by the way. I'll identify everyone's voice. Nina, you said you get depressed when you tune it in?
I think the whole idea of what happened to MTV is depressing or just disappointing because I really was hoping that it would stay with the music thread. Have credible shows, either interview programs, concerts, whatever, but
and by
not
the
into
way,
that.
And you guys would be like the godfathers of MTV had they stayed with videos. You would be the like Superman's parents on Krypton. You would be the originals. You know what I mean?
Would be like Jor-El and all right.
And by the way, Martha Quinn, I must thank you. On Twitter, you at least tweet 5 beautiful things about me every single day. So I want to thank you for doing that. Yeah, she does. She's like, yeah, she actually keeps me alive on Twitter. Yeah.
But you know, you bring up a good point about us being the godparents. I kind of feel with Snooki, I kind of, in a way, like when she had her baby.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us that you and Mark Goodman are the parents of Snooki?
Baby.
This is what you spawned
to her.
Really?
Hi, Robin. How are you?
Did you guys, when you guys were on MTV, I mean, to me, you were in some sense bigger than even the videos. The original VJs, everyone knew your name. Do you think that MTV kept you down in a way because they didn't want you to get bigger than the video artists and the rock stars?
That was, with all due respect to Pittman, who founded the channel, that was his plan.
Right.
Was to, you know, he was friends with Lorne Michaels, who was favored nations for all the Saturday Night Live cast, but we had no Lorne Michaels.
Nor did we have favored nations.
Nor did we have favored nations, as we say in the book. The disparity in pay was huge in the beginning.
When you talk about pay, what I think people would be shocked because I think when you see someone on TV, you expect that they're multimillionaires. Was the pay just
shit?
It was shit.
Total shit.
What was it? Do you remember?
Yes.
We remember.
I know when Mark got paid.
She got sent my contract.
Did you
Nina
all
got
get
sent my contract?
Did you all get the same contract?
No.
You did not.
Look, I came on board, and what was my mentality? I was a bartender and doing off Broadway.
Right.
So I get the job. Pittman was sort of a family friend. That's how I bumped into him.
Pittman was the originator of MTV, one of the original.
So what did I do but ask Bob Pittman for advice on a lawyer?
Right.
Can I use your guy?
He must have loved you.
Jackie went, yeah.
Right.
Was it 27,000? Is that good for you, Alan? And I was like, my criteria was.
What did you make a year?
I made $27,000.
$27,000.
And that was more than what I made.
What did you make, Martha?
$26,000.
Mark, you were a DJ at PLJ.
I was at PLJ,
right?
yeah.
So you were making decent money, I would
I
assume.
started at MTV. I think I started around 80. I was making about 50, 55 at PLJ.
Wow, isn't that crazy? I just figured you guys were making a ton. Nina, what were you doing?
Well, this is the first time.
None of us know.
Yeah, this is the first time I will say it because it's you.
Right.
But 60.
60.
Which actually, to me, I have a little bit. Hey. I was a harpist beforehand.
You were blonde.
I was blonde.
Nina, you were a harp player, like a professional harpist.
Yeah.
And so they probably figured, well, we'll pay her 60 in order to get her.
That's right.
Yeah, and a lot was made of Nina because you had done Playboy, but you really didn't do Playboy.
Oh, I did, and it's the biggest regret, seriously.
So help me.
Would you please?
The rest of us really liked it, though.
You did. Did any of you end up hooking hooking up with the other, like Martha? Did you have sex with Alan or
Alan and Mark?
Just that one night, Martha. That one.
time.
It was Live Aid.
Did you guys have a romantic interest with one another?
Not at all.
You did not.
There was a flame. There was a flame.
Was there?
Look, I was happily married, so was Mark. But they wanted Martha and I think, to be the little, the
Alan,
couple.
you say that Martha, the executives wanted you and Martha to be a couple.
Yeah.
But was there an attraction there?
In the
know
beginning-
that? I never heard that.
Well, in the
Do you know
beginning,
that?
look, I had my ring on, and I remember I took it off early on because I thought this was an acting role. I was an actor, and I
Right,
thought,
you're
well,
supposed
I'm
to be
playing VJ.
Right.
So I had it off until my wife started seeing on air that I had my ring off. So she didn't really love that. But I said, I'm acting like a VJ.
Right.
But Martha and I hung around a lot. We all hung around the office a lot.
So you were
in the green room.
attracted to Martha?
I think we had a little flirty on-camera thing going.
Right.
And the executives liked that. And
Right.
they said, keep the ring off. It's good. And my wife came in one time. This is in the book. You got to. When do we start saying you got to read it? The book.
I'm going to promote the book. Yes, the book
Do we
is.
have to say all of the stories here today?
I will be good at it. VJ, The Unplugged Adventures of MTV's First Wave, is in stores today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But, but
Alan,
we were hanging and watching some videos, doing some research at the office.
Right.
And my wife busted in. This is a story in the book.
Right.
And she said, "What the hell?"
When you were with Martha.
She kind of felt something was going on because we were being flirty on the air with each other. And then Martha, I think, found that the sisterhood of women, don't touch my man, was pretty strong at the time. And you were taught a lesson.
But Martha, is he imagining this? Were you interested in him sexually or not?
Alan is so imagining this. There's no. Martha,
This is the first show. She's throwing me under the bus.
So Martha, this was
It
a
so hot.
delusion of Alan's that there was chemistry between the two of you.
You know, I have to say, I was obviously very young, and I met Alan. I thought he was really cool, and I thought, we got along great.
Cool. Right.
And it seemed to me like I didn't quite understand, what that really meant to be married.
Martha,
and,
how old were you when you were signed to be a VJ?
10.
How old were you, seriously?
I was 22.
And the story on you goes, and I love this story because I know Meg Griffin. I think Alan tells this story, or Mark did, that Meg Griffin, who was a big-time disc jockey in New York City, was supposed
and still works here at Sirius.
She does. She was supposed to be she was supposed to. She had Martha's job in the bag. She turned it down. This is what drives me crazy about Meg, because she'll turn down anything for any reason. She didn't want to dance in one of the promos or something. Is that right?
There was an interview going on the day that we took the cab ride uptown from the studio, and she told me she was going to quit.
Right.
There was this band called the Equators.
Right.
And this is before we went on the air.
Right.
And she did the interview. She was a great interview, and it was a sort of a ska reggae-ish kind of a band.
Right.
And at the end, everybody was supposed to stand up and dance to their music.
Right.
They did that one time. Oh, we had kids who were like 16 working the cameras and in the control room.
Right.
So they had to do like 3 and 4 and 5 takes. She felt really, really uncomfortable.
She didn't want to dance.
She did not. And so we left, and we took a cab uptown, and she said, I'm going to quit. Scott Muni, who was the program director of the station she worked at, was going to promote her to full-time. She had been in line waiting for that. However, there was something else that happened that she told me about much, much, much later with Bob Pittman, that she heard while she was waiting to sign her contract at the MTV offices. She heard Pittman in the next room, this is what Meg has told me, on the phone, talking about the channel. They were still, getting it ready, and yep, we got our black guy, we got our Jew, we got our jock, we got our sexy...
Well, but wait a second. Let's think about that. Kind of makes sense. You want to have a cross section of the country.
I wanted to be the jock.
Right.
Yeah.
You were the Jew.
I was the Jew.
I didn't have the hair.
You take what you get. Did you guys think when you got the job that MTV would be anything, or did you kind of think it's just a stupid gig?
I kept my bartending job for the next couple of months. I was working the Magic Pan at a cabaret, making daiquiris.
While you're on MTV,
By day, MTV. We're doing this cable channel thing. We don't see it in Manhattan.
Did people start to come into the bar and recognize you?
So about a month and a half into it, it's 11 o'clock at night, cabaret show going, musical theater.
Right.
Jazz hands.
And people are like, what do you do during the day? I don't know. It's a cable show. I don't see it. I don't know where it goes. I don't know if it's a hit.
It wasn't on. A lot of people don't understand.
Here.
It wasn't on.
We'd walk around the streets. You know, we'd go down to Hell's Kitchen, 33rd and 10th, and do the show. And at night, I'd bartend. So I'm mixing a daiquiri.
Yeah.
And some guy really drunk on daiquiris. Shows the kind of people at that place.
Douchebag.
Was looking at me. He was looking at me kind of sideways.
Yes.
And I couldn't figure out why he's a douche.
Right.
And I won't name his name.
Right.
Fred.
Fred.
But he's looking at me sideways, and I didn't catch on. And he goes, you look familiar. And I kept making the daiquiri. It didn't dawn on me that he saw me.
Wow. And you were a star to him. That's
Definitely
right.
from Jersey. And then he said, Mark something. Goodman? He goes, yeah. No, it's Alan Hunter. No, that's not it.
But that is amazing. And you know what I didn't realize about you guys, which was probably the worst part of the job, you became famous, but you had no money.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's weird.
The drugs were tough to get.
Well, Martha, you say in the book, the day they fired you, you didn't have any money, and you had to go down to unemployment and stand on the unemployment line, and you're famous. I mean, everybody knew you.
Not exactly the day that I was fired, because they kept me on for 6 months, and when my contract was up, you know, at the end of the extension that they were just paying me to be nice,
right,
I had to call my husband's dentist and say, hi, I have to get all 4 wisdom teeth out by next week because I will no longer have health insurance. And they did. They took them all out. And then I had to go on unemployment because I had no, you know, I thought when I came to LA that I was probably going to take Mary Hart's job.
Right.
It was just, they were probably just going to offer it to me because that's kind of how my life had worked up until that point, and they'd probably just be so psyched that I'd take it.
Is it ultimately a bad thing to have been a VJ? Did it stereotype you in a way from further work?
I think it was a double-edged sword because, you know, there were things that I would have been able to do prior to MTV, like the acting thing. I was trying to go into a serious acting situation, and all of a sudden, you know, they're not taking me for anything but a reporter.
Right.
You know, so it was like, okay, well, I'll just stick to doing, which I love what I do, but so in my case, it was a double-edged sword.
And Nina, with you, every guy wanted to fuck you really, really badly. I mean, it was crazy, right?
Let's not leave out Martha, by the way.
Oh, well, I'll get to Martha in a minute. But as long as I'm talking to Nina, every guy wanted to fuck you. You were the sex bomb. You know what MTV was like to
and
me?
we are now on the Howard Stern show.
No. But Martha, it was like Gilligan's Island. You know, either you wanted to fuck Ginger or you wanted to fuck Marianne.
Absolutely, that's the perfect analogy.
Yeah. And I mean, I wanted to fuck Martha. I want to fuck you. I want to fuck Alan. I'll fuck anything. I don't care.
Please, don't leave us out of this.
But you ended up partying with a lot of rock stars as a result, yes?
I wouldn't say with a lot, but there were a couple. Like Joe Walsh was an old friend of mine.
You had sex with him?
No, actually, oh dear Joe, I don't want to. I mean, Joe and I got along,
right?
But believe it or not, despite what Alan even thinks,
right?
I'm really a prudish person. I really am.
And guys probably thought you were loose because you were on MTV and the Playboy Playmate thing got out.
Which I'm the only one who saw, by the way.
Right.
No, Mark did, because I know he made a comment about...
Playboy kind of screwed you up with that because it was a test shoot, wasn't it? And then when you became famous on MTV, they released it.
They re-released it again. No, it was an actual shoot.
Oh, it was?
It really was. And that my manager and agent, you know, that whole thing, and I was naive, but then they re-released it, you know, and...
You know what I wanted to ask you? One of the most interesting moments in my career was I did several interviews with the late Frank Zappa, and I was in love with this guy, because not for the music, but because he was so interesting. And you write in the book, Nina, that he was absolutely horrible to you.
You are the perfect interviewer for Zappa, and
he was a mind. He was out of his mind.
He's brilliant. All those things.
What did he do to you?
It was a bad casting, is how I look at it. I was very naive. I wasn't experienced. I was I was shy, and he went at me right away. He saw the vulnerability.
He was
and
mean
went
to you?
For, yeah, like just even on the rehearsal, the sound check, I had a poncho on, and he gets on his knees talking to me like he's pretending he's a small person,
right,
a little person, and then just everything I
that's funny.
It is, but
you got intimidated.
That freaked her out.
To me, it wasn't, and I didn't know how to handle it.
You were so shaken by that Mark says in the book that you never recovered from it.
I know Mark said that, and I never thought that.
What did you mean by that, Mark?
I felt...
Well, wound up... Go ahead, Neil.
No, I'll just finish and then let Mark...
What wound up happening after that moment... Now that I won't let Nina finish.
Yeah, but go ahead. But no, seriously, why did you think she didn't recover from it?
Because what happened, two things happened. One was the management stuck her on overnight, 4 to 8 a.m.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't know that was the reason. I thought they wanted me to be the video vamp.
I see. So that was your impression. I see.
Because we all had earlier shifts, longer shifts, and this happened immediately following that. And the things that I was hearing were like, Nina, who did really come in as kind of the superstar, right? And not to say that she didn't regain something, but I felt, and this may be who Nina really is. We know 30-something years later, right. She was shaken by that. Yeah. And she should have been. That night was fucked. We were listening to that, and it was like, oh my God, we were I was cringing listening to it.
Well, yeah, with Frank Zappa, he, maybe it was a thing too. He could have even been attracted to you and was trying to intimidate you in a way.
And I blame myself for not being able to
handle it.
But the same thing happened to me. The same thing happened to me.
What happened to you?
He came on and I interviewed him.
Yeah.
He came on with Moon Unit after Valley Girl.
And how'd that go?
Terrible.
Right.
I came back from Mardi Gras. I took the red eye. I was totally pumped because I was a huge Frank Zappa fan.
Right.
But I come on. I know he's cantankerous. My feeling is that he's just cantankerous and he doesn't give a shit. On any given day, he doesn't care if he hurts your feelings or not. I think he probably was hot for Nina. Anyway, he comes on. He's showing off for his daughter, so every question was answered with, no. Why do you ask that, Alan? That's a pretty stupid question. Moon Unit's going, Dad, stop being mean to Alan.
See, that's fascinating to me.
But 2 weeks later, they come back, Dweezil and Moon Unit, to do their guest VJ spot. He's ambling down the hallway like, Daddy, okay, honey, go do a good job.
Wow.
And he bumps into me and goes, hey, I'm sorry. I just wasn't feeling good that day.
Right.
He said he was sorry. Gave me a hug. He was Frank Zappa. It just didn't matter to him who he stepped over.
I love reading the sexual stories. Getting back to Nina for 1 second. And Martha has plenty. One more I got to bring up.
Plenty.
All right, Martha.
Yeah, Martha's really wild.
You, That's the next 15 minutes.
What I love in the book is John Cougar Mellencamp invites you to a party at his house with his manager. You show up with a friend, and it's just John Cougar Mellencamp and his manager. There's no friends.
No party.
That's such a guy. No party. You're like, where's the party, guys? And you're like, well, here we are.
And again,
why didn't you bang John Cougar that night?
She was trying to get over Frank Zappa.
Oh, yeah, Frank Zappa should go. John Cougar, no one was bigger than him at that point.
I'm telling you, I am very... I'm not that kind of. I'm really not that kind of girl. I get nervous. I'm starting to stutter even now. I get nervous, and that's not my.
But women
it's not
want
my thing.
A rich rock star. You would think that
he wasn't rich then.
Oh, he wasn't.
How did you know?
I still wouldn't because he had just started.
She made him fill out a little form.
But
who did get you? John Waite, right?
Actually, believe it or not, no.
I Am Missing You was written about you.
I know it was, but, and you can ask John. Nobody believes this, and it's the honest to God swear on my life.
Do you guys think John Waite wrote I Am Missing You for Nina?
I do, but I know a Chad Sanford who was also involved in that song, and
he says that it was written about Nina.
And
he says he had others. There was others.
An amalgam.
There's a few people involved in the song.
So in other words, you have disagreements in this book, this new book that came out. Nina thinks it was written about her, and Mark goes, no, it wasn't.
No, she was part. John has said to me that Nina was part of the inspiration for the song.
John told me when he wrote it that he was thinking of his wife. He was married at the time, and me.
Oh,
right. But then
interesting guy.
Who was he missing?
But years.
Who was he missing? He looks like he's missing no one.
Who was he missing?
I am missing no one.
Sure. But then Mark said he or my friend Ida, whatever. But I do know now, but I didn't know at the time because he didn't say it was about other girls. But so I can't claim that as.
You know what's crazy about impressions about VJs and stuff? Like, as someone who watched that, I was like, oh my God, it must be such a wonderful gig. That I didn't realize how much you guys love that gig. When Nina says that she, after they fired her from MTV, I just figured you were having the time of your life. You're this beautiful girl. It must be so great. You're in Hollywood. You're the big famous VJ. And you say, as soon as they fired you, went into depression. You were actually contemplating suicide.
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't say that in the book.
That's an amalgamation of you and I.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to commit suicide, too?
No.
Who here killed himself?
No. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me say
Did you try to kill yourself after?
No.
And you were in your car and your dog saved your life?
That's Nina. But that was way after. That was in the 90s.
Oh.
I actually, and you
should have killed Frank Zappa. Why were you killing yourself?
You were wonderful because I actually had jobs that they had offered to me at MTV that I had turned down, and I had taken, and you knew of this. You called me at home because they wouldn't let me talk to the press. They wanted it.
Wow.
Yes.
What a mensch.
No. Yes, you
did. Trying to get in your pants.
Absolutely, you did, because they wouldn't let me talk to anybody.
Wow.
Because they wanted it to look like they did fire me, when in fact I was going to 3 jobs. But then in the 90s, when it all got played out and my husband left me, I can't get any
That's
work.
when you got suicide.
That's when I got suicide. And the dog.
The dog was in the car. You would have killed yourself, but you didn't want to kill the dog.
Right.
Bingo.
And now
how much do drugs play into all this craziness? Who was on drugs back then? Mark, you were. Alan, you were.
That's why we had a happy life.
Did you?
I've got none of this drama in my life.
Yeah, but when you're making $50,000 or $40,000, there's no money for coke.
Be very creative about that.
Are the record companies giving you coke? Is that what's
every
going on?
manager of every club that we went on an appearance was stoking us up.
Is that how you made extra money? You could go to clubs and sort of appear places?
No. It's not like radio where you can make club nights.
No. So you guys would do drugs because people would give them to you.
That's how you got paid.
Sure.
Well, we had mortgages.
I love hearing Robin. It's so awesome.
Martha, were you into drugs?
No, not really. I was the person, I was thinking about this morning, and you will so relate to this. Remember that weird little pharmacy across the street from the original studio in the ground floor of the building? Well, it was right after the Tylenol scandal, and I bought some vitamin C, and I was like, you know what? I don't think this is properly sealed.
Oh, my
and I
word.
brought it back.
This is the story. Watch out.
And he goes, I'm not taking this back. And I said, I understand, but do you want me to take one of these and die? And he was like, oh, fine. He took it back. So I was so jittery about that whole thing. That wasn't really my scene.
So it wasn't your scene. Now, one of the things I got out of the book, and I remember this very well. I was a student of MTV. That you guys really were disrespected in the sense that, and this is part of them trying to keep you down. It was the first MTV Awards. And I would have assumed I was going to see the VJs as the hosts of the MTV Awards.
God bless you.
Yeah.
And I really did, and I thought that'll be interesting to see them all together, to see them in a different setting. It'll be interesting. And every one of you were left out of that.
Yeah.
They hired Dan Aykroyd to be the host. I think. Bette Midler, and somebody else was doing something else. I don't remember, but I remember you guys were completely left out. Was that part of the plan to keep you down?
Well, we were so excited about the VMAs when they announced to us
we were as shocked as
at
anybody.
the Hell's Kitchen studio. They said, we've got something great coming up. We're 3 years into MTV, we're going to have a Video Music Awards ceremony. It was like, oh my God. So we all began to think about what we were going to wear and how we were going to host this new show.
Yeah.
This was a new paradigm for MTV, you know, an award show at Radio City Music Hall.
Big deal.
So we get the scripts a couple of days in advance, maybe. We're going to have a little run-through. Hello.
You're not there.
Where am I?
Yeah.
My bit was a bumper to commercial in the nosebleed section, and that was it.
Wow.
And the rest of us had these little
But that
bumpers.
was really the beginning of MTV thinking about, you know, bringing in
Bigger
celebrities
world.
to do everything.
Yeah.
That's the way that it went down. And that was, you know, that was why sort of the next round of VJs, Carson Daly aside, who wound up having obviously huge success.
Right.
Who really knows them.
But I will say that that was also kind of a separate thing. The VMAs were sort of its own little world at MTV because our lives continued for another couple of years on the air.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed a lot of different things thereafter. I mean, my success at MTV, I'm not here to say anybody's went down or up. I'm just saying I enjoyed the last
did well
few years.
from it. Yeah, so
because I got out of the studio and I started doing the zany stuff in the streets and at Daytona and spring break and stuff like that. That was really my forte. I hated interviewing rockers, but I liked interviewing real people and jumping in the pool.
You, Alan, you didn't. It's funny. You were married during the MTV days.
Yeah, I had it ass backwards.
So Mark, Mark, you were fucking like a rabbit. Like you took advantage of your fame. But Alan, you had
I was happily married.
You were happily married, and then when you left MTV, then you got a divorce.
Years
that was
later.
the dumbest thing.
My friends are like, "What is your problem?"
You're right.
You move back south,
right,
and you divorce. And you're nobody.
Yeah.
You don't get it for free anymore, Alan.
Were you kicking yourself? Were there women that were offering themselves to you?
There's no kicking. I had no plan.
Right.
You know, I wasn't like strategizing. I was just happily married. And yes, there were women that threw themselves at all of us, including Nina.
But it had to be that radio. That had to be radio on steroids. The MTV VJ job.
Yeah.
A lot, with the naked pictures coming in.
Yes,
and
the naked
all
pictures.
of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But Mark, you were not married at the time, right?
No, we launched in '81, and I got married a year later.
Oh, to Carol.
To Carol Miller.
Carol Miller, very famous, beautiful DJ.
Yes.
Every guy wanted her. And you married her.
And you used to give me such shit on the air, Howard.
What did I say?
Oh, you used to crack me up. You were like, Carol Miller, who you grew up listening to, you love her, and she was, you know, she married that loser from MTV. I can't believe it.
I was angry. I was mad. I was jealous. No, but the rumor was you and Carol broke up. She caught you in bed with two women, not one, two. True or false? Clear it up for once.
I would like to say that is absolutely true, but in fact, it's not.
It's not.
It's not at all.
You were not caught in bed.
Howard, here's the thing. Now, look, I heard Carol came on the show with her book.
She trashed you.
How's the whooping cough, by the way? Is it good? All right.
But she trashed you.
And listen, I'm not saying that I didn't deserve trashing.
Right.
I was a shit, and part of my doing this book is because I really feel badly about it. And I've, over the years, tried to contact her, and we've had some conversations.
Right.
But the idea is, hey, you know, this is the way that things went. And I was, years later, I just wanted to apologize.
Right.
That's where we're at.
She laid it on heavy. She said that she had cancer, and you were cheating on her, and you tried to get money out of her. I mean, she was blasting away.
She said that I did some things. And I did plenty of bad things, but she said I did things that I didn't do.
She
said that I paid
it was
for
an amalgam.
Well, yeah, right.
So like
it was between you and Alan Hunter.
A composite character.
But you want to know something, Mark? I actually felt funny that day because you weren't here to defend yourself, and that's why I am actually that you're here and you can defend yourself. We just want to figure out what you did and what you didn't do.
Listen, I talk quite a bit about the fact that, yeah, it was just a bad timing situation. Now, Carol was amazing, and if the times were different, if I hadn't have gone to MTV, we may very well have still been together today. I don't. Who knows?
Were the temptations too great because you were a VJ and this fame all of a sudden everyone recognized? Yeah.
Somebody said as we were putting this book together, somebody said to me, "I don't know anyone who handles sudden fame well."
Right.
And I didn't, and I regretted it.
Although I don't think the fame was all that sudden. Look, it was cable in the beginning of the 80s. Cable was still kind of green, and we had 2.5 million viewers on MTV. It rose to 40 when we all left. But in other words, it wasn't a sitcom that was an overnight success. We had this slow burn over a period of time.
I was
so
famous,
what happened?
Al. I don't know, Al. I was famous. I don't know about you.
He got famous right away.
You're talking about it was relatively.
Well, Mark was
quickly.
probably really the most successful because he was already a disc jockey at WPLJ. I mean, I would have given my arm to have that job.
He hit the ground hound dogging, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that had to be a big decision whether to leave WPLJ and go be a VJ.
You know what?
I would have a hard time with that.
I hated that job because...
What, at PLJ?
At PLJ.
Why?
I was on late at night, for one thing, and we were playing stuff that I had been playing in radio. I came from Philly, where the first place that I saw Carol, in fact.
Where were you, WMMR?
At MMR in Philadelphia.
Right.
And we were playing the same music that I had played for the last 5 years on the radio. I'm over it. We were not where we should have been. You know, I moved here into New York in '80.
See, I never cared about the music. I wanted to just be on WPLJ. They were looking at me and looking at me. I'm following my career. And who did you work for, Berger?
Yeah.
Yeah. He called me up. I'm following you. I go, stop following me and put me on in the fucking morning.
That guy was just a human sphincter muscle.
Really?
He was unbelievable. He was so anal about every little thing that he used to do in the studio, little cards and little notes and things.
And that drove you nuts.
Yeah, and we, you know, look, Meatloaf. We played Meatloaf. How many times do I don't need to hear it anymore.
It drove you crazy.
I don't, you know.
Hey ladies, isn't it funny, this radio talk? It's like so.
But wait. So when the VJ job came about, you probably said, "Good, I'm getting out of PLJ, and I can go there and try something new at least."
I wanted to be where I thought music was going, not where it had been.
How did you get the job? Do you have to audition for it?
Yeah, I auditioned. There was guys who we had on the PLJ Morning Show, Jim Kerr, who works here. He auditioned. He had this comedy guy, a comedy duo. In fact, they auditioned. Everybody that I knew in radio in New York was at the auditions.
Everybody wanted it. And what did you do at your audition? I'll ask each of you this. What did you do at your audition? You think that sealed the deal?
Well, there was two. The first one was just like bare studio, sitting there. It was like, you know, Nazi interrogation thing. It was weird. Spotlight in your face. Do the music news. The second one, when you get the call back, that was in a freezing cold studio, but a set. There was a couch and an easel with pictures of the Eagles on it, and I had to
identify.
I had to back announce the Eagles, and refer to the easel, and then walk over to the couch and sit down, and do some music news.
Were you nervous when you?
I was terrified. I had no. Television was not in my plan. I was a radio guy.
And you guys point out in the book too. I guess I never thought about this. The goal was, once you got the job, you could complete your job in 42 minutes. Was that the record? That you guys, in other words, you didn't have to sit through the music.
No, but
so you could get in and out of the studio in.
It
you
didn't work like that, really.
Later.
Yeah.
You started to get bored.
Well, when we wanted to go do drugs, we needed to get out and get that show done.
Were you doing a ton of drugs, Alan?
Not on air.
No.
No, I was a recreational drug user.
But in other words, your job could be